Hey guys, and welcome to April's wrap-up video. So if you don't know, each month we discuss all of the films, TV shows and books I've watched/read during the month. A little bit of a shameless plug, as I always do. Over on my video gaming channel, Ember Games, we also do a wrap-up on all of the video games I've bought and played as well. So if you'd like to check that out, feel free to. If not, no worries. So this, again, to nobody's surprise, is going to be quite a short wrap-up. So there are personal things happening in my life. I'm not going to discuss them right now, but you will have noticed, especially if you watch my video gaming channel as well, that I'm sort of moving things around in the house. You can see empty shelves everywhere. So there's a lot of house stuff going on and some personal life stuff. So I'm not ready to share that right now, but things might be a little bit sporadic, as if they're not sporadic on this channel. Let's be honest, I am trying my best. But hopefully you can bear with me, and I say it every time, there are more videos coming, I promise. But let's get on to the wrap up, and again, it's quite short. So let's start with all the films that I've watched this month. I've watched a film, guys. It's happened. It is a film I've already seen. I have not been feeling the greatest the last sort of month and a bit, so I wanted more nostalgia-based things, I guess. So I watched The Proposal again. It's a guilty pleasure of mine. I love The Proposal. It's on Disney Plus, I believe, so that's how I watched it. And yeah, Ryan Reynolds, Sandra Bullock, what's not to love? I love The Proposal, just a cute nostalgia kind of film. That's actually the only film I've watched, to nobody's surprise, but I do want to talk about a couple of things. I think I spoke about one of these last month, in last month's wrap-up. Podcasts. First of all, we have the Truest Blood podcast, which has finished this month. Hopefully we get a season 5. All about True Blood, behind the scenes. They have special guests on. So I think the last one, don't quote me, was Fiona Shaw. And I really liked that one. Obviously, she played Petunia Dursley in Harry Potter, among many, many other things. But she was also Marnie in True Blood. So it was really nice hearing her behind the scenes takes on filming True Blood. Yeah, so you know me, huge True Blood fan. I have to talk about the Truest Blood podcast. And if you are a True Blood fan, I would recommend you give it a listen. The second podcast that I have found this month, and I'm obsessed, is Diary of a CEO. So that is created by Stephen Bartlett, who you might know from Dragon's Den. I do love Dragon's Den, it's a guilty pleasure. And they are so emotional. So I've not watched too many. I've watched, off the top of my head, because I haven't written this down, Stephen Fry, I loved his. Dynamo, will.i.am, Jessie J, or I'm going to be forgetting some. Richard Osman, that was a really, really good one. I can't remember. I know there's a few more, but they're the ones I can remember off the top of my head. But they are so good. So they're real sort of deep dives into people's lives. So celebrities that you might know, and then people that are experts in their field that you might not know, that are maybe more behind the scenes. And I just love Diary of a CEO. It's incredible. So if you do like podcasts, they're like interview styles, but they go so deep. The Stephen Fry and the Richard Osman in particular, and Dynamo, made me cry. I mean, everything makes me cry, but they were so emotional and I absolutely loved them. And I love the idea of getting to know people in a different way. So will.i.am, obviously you may know from the Black Eyed Peas and maybe The Voice, but do you really know him? You know, so we're still not going to know him from a podcast episode, of course, but it gives a real insight into their lives and their thoughts. And I really like that. I enjoy that sort of thing. You know, I love autobiographies, that kind of thing. So yes, 2 podcasts to talk about rather than too many films, but I hope that's okay. Maybe we should do a podcast section in the future. So next we're going on to TV shows, and I haven't watched a lot. So we finished watching I Am a Killer on Netflix, and I have thoughts. Then we also watched I Am a Killer Released, which was a 3-part special about a specific ex-inmate, I guess. Yeah, okay, so we've spoken about I Am a Stalker and I Am a Killer here before. Spoke about them more last month, so I'm not going to go too in-depth again in case you watched last month's. I'm a Killer, I think I've said everything I need to say about that. I thought it was okay. I thought it was a good documentary. I'm a Killer Released, terrible. I think, no, honestly, so exploitative. Nobody's in the right in that situation. I can't even describe it to you without spoiling it, but terrible. Like, I would avoid it. And not the way it's done, like the actual documentary is good, the style is good, but the subject matter, the guy in question, whose name has escaped me, no, I can't even talk about it. Just, no, I'm not happy about this. No. So we will move swiftly on because I do have thoughts, but I can't articulate them right now. And the final TV show that I've actually watched is I have been continuing to watch American Horror Stories. Unfortunately, I can't talk to you about it too much because I haven't written down which episodes I've watched. I know I'm on season 2 of American Horror Stories, plural, and I've forgotten, to be honest with you. The last one I remember watching was Dollhouse, which was the first episode of season 2, but I know I spoke about that in last month's wrap-up, so I've watched more, and to be honest with you, I cannot remember. So I will be continuing to watch that series, and we'll maybe talk more about it next month, but unfortunately my brain has just gone. There's been so much stuff happening, I'm so sorry, but unfortunately my brain is just fried, so I can't remember where I am on American Horror Stories, so please forgive me. I will talk about that a little bit more next month. And this is a very, very short wrap up because we're now on to books, and the only book I have to talk about is the same one as last month, and that is Druids, Preachers of Immortality by Anne Ross, who unfortunately is no longer with us, and I've read maybe 5 pages since last month. That's it. I haven't had time for reading, to be honest with you. So I can't even tell you any more about that because I haven't finished it. So I can't say any more than I did last month's wrap up, unfortunately. And that's it. So hopefully next month I will have more time for reading and doing other things. But yeah, very, very short wrap up. It's a bit spoiler alert, but my video game wrap up was quite short as well because I just haven't had the time last month to do a lot, to be honest. Thank you very much for watching. Let me know in the comments down below what films, books, TV shows, whatever you want you've been doing last month. Let me know. So thank you for watching, and hopefully I will see you all soon with another video. Bye bye.